Let's do this. The Cult of Hockey podcast by the faithful and for the faithful. I'm David Staples of the Edmonton Journal, and I'm here tonight riding solo. Bruce McCurdy is in Las Vegas. He's attending the game there tomorrow night. So I hope you're having a good time in Las Vegas, Bruce, with your wife. Um, so the Oilers did part of what they needed to do in Arizona. They came away with the win, but they gave up the loser point. And the win obviously is great, but 7 points back now, giving up the loser point, that was a killer. Um, just they needed to win that in regulation time if they were going to have any realistic chance of making up ground on Arizona, which is looking, starting to look incredibly unlikely anyway that the Oilers were going to make any headway and make the playoffs. So this is the two good things, two bad things, and two numbers podcast. So my good thing obviously was Connor McDavid. He was a one-man wrecking crew. Scored a brilliant, quick snapshot for the winning goal in overtime. Set up Matt Benning for a goal, and what was he? Of course, whipped in on the penalty kill for a fantastic shorthanded goal. So great game from McDavid. Unfortunately, my bad thing is um, just about everything else with the Oilers forwards. I mean, going into this game, you could tell the Oilers, Ken Hitchcock has obviously run out of ideas. I mean, he has Milan Lucic and Zach Cassian with McDavid on the top line, and Tobias Reeder and Alex Chason on the second line with Leon Draisaitl. How did anyone, how did any coach, figure that's going to work? When you go to natural stat trick heading into the game, out of 375 NHL forwards who have played at least 400 even strength minutes this year, McDavid is fifth overall in point scoring rate. He's got 3.9 points per 60. Draisaitl ranks 24th out of 375, 200, and he's got 2.84 per 60. So those are both outstanding rates for scoring. So heading into the game, the lines were, and this is what they turned out to be for most of the game. He's got Zach Cassian and Lucic on the top line. Cassian ranks 273 out of 375 forwards for scoring, so he's like a third liner. Lucic ranks 344 out of 375. And at this point, honestly, I'm just bewildered by the Oilers coaching staff. And it's two coaches running, McClellan, now Hitchcock, who continue to play Lucic in this kind of top role off and on with McDavid on power play. And it is absolute, it makes no sense. To me, it's madness. Like, I just don't get it. Um, why are you doing this? I have no answers for you. And then on the second line with Draisaitl, they have Alex Chason, who ranks, he's got 20 goals, but when it comes to putting up even strength points, he's 316 out of 375 NHL forwards who are regulars this year. So he's kind of a third line guy at best. And the fact that they have to use him, or they use him on the second line, and he played 18 minutes this game. Come on, it's just not going to happen. And there's talk there's lots of talk about his contract right now. I'd like to see a 1-year deal at about 1.5 tops. Um, Let him go on the market, see what he can get. He's a decent third line player, but if for a multi-year contract, I'm not in favor of it. And if you're gonna if they can get him and pay him as a third liner who's expected to get 10 to 12 goals, sign him up. Other than that, say goodbye. Toby Reeder. So he ranks 356 out of 375 NHL forwards for point scoring. I don't know why he's still playing, honestly, right now. He's just ineffective out there. He just gets nothing done. And to play him on the second line. So I know that there's not a lot of options because they've chosen not to call up The two guys are ripping up the AHL right now, Cooper Marody and Tyler Benson. Fair enough. But they have called up two other guys who were on near point per game clips in the AHL. Josh Curry and Joe Gambardella, and they both Curry put one off the post. Gambardella set up Colby Cave. That line got a little bit done when they were out there. They got more done, other than Connor McDavid and Draisaitl in terms of getting stuff done. They were probably next on the list, but I don't know. Uh, got to play them more if you want them to have a bit more success. And I just don't. I just can't figure out why the Oilers coaches are going with the lines that they're going with at this point. Makes no sense to me. You can't win in the NHL with this lack of scoring. Now, someone might say, well, in the last little while, they've got a pretty good record. Fair enough, but not good enough. Too little, too late. And honestly, it's all McDavid and Draisaitl and a few other players. My other good thing tonight was Darnell Nurse. I just thought he played a really good game. He was out there 23 minutes. He didn't make one mistake on a scoring chance against, which is really rare for a defenseman playing that many minutes a game. He was skating miles. He was hitting. He was doing everything that he should be doing. So I thought he had a really strong bounce back game. What else didn't I like? I already mentioned a lack of scoring from the other forwards. I'll go with didn't like how Mikko Koskinen keeps getting beat glove side on the power play. And this is a few times we've seen this where he's kind of peeking around the wrong way around the screen, and then the guy shoots it and beats him. Something's wrong there. He's tall enough to look over that screen, or he's got to get closer to the player, look over the screen, and he's got to take away that short side, that high glove side goal. Guy coming down the wing, it was Galchenyuk this time at scoring. It's just not working. Let's move on. Finish up with my numbers in there. It's something I alluded to earlier. You call up Gambardella. You've called up Curry. Curry's done nothing but hustle and make good plays since he's been in Edmonton. And what did he get? What ice time did he get from the coaches tonight? 6:24 for Curry, 6:10 for Gambardella. Now, these guys aren't prospects. They're both 25 years old. Curry may even be older than that, 26. And, there's not a whole lot of chance that they're going to be NHLers, although both could challenge for the fourth line next year. But I just don't get why these guys who have been ripping it in the AHL, who have some skill, they're not on the, like, why not give Curry a chance instead of Lucic? Why not give Gambardella a chance instead of Reeder? Are you really going to hurt your chances of winning? Is there any reason not to do that at this point? I'm trying to think if there's a reason not to do it. I think I could be sitting here a long time and not think of a reason. I just don't see the logic. You have these guys, they've had tremendous success. They've been on a winning team down there. They're scoring goals at even strength, and you bring them up and you don't play them. When you have guys at even strength who are getting absolutely nothing done and have done so all year long, I don't like it one bit. And until the Oilers figure it out, get more skill in their lineup, it's not going to change. I've, you know, Ken Hitchcock has had a lot of success in the NHL, but it's becoming increasingly clear that Peter Chiarelli hired him as kind of the guy who was going to get this team designed to play heavy hockey, playing heavy hockey again. Because I mean, that must be the reason. Lucic and Kassian are with McDavid. You want to go heavy. Can't say any other reason. But I just think this is clearly yesterday's game in the NHL, and it's not working. It's not going to work. You need more speed. You need more skill. And the Oilers are fortunate right now to have one couple players with those attributes who can almost single-handedly win them games, but they're not going to compete for the playoffs until they get uh, more of that talent in the lineup. Fortunately, Tyler Benson and Cooper Marody are good to go for next year. Caleb Jones is good to go. Jones has played 2 years in the HL. Benson and Marody a full year each. Forwards don't take long. Defenseman, 2 years is plenty in the HL. You don't have to be there forever. And also on the way are a whole basket of talented younger players like Kirill Maximov, Evan Bouchard, Ryan McLeod. So Joel Person's coming over from Sweden. So maybe next year we will see a bit more skill in the lineup. But evidently we're not going to see that this year. They're going to play it out with the people that brought them this far, and this far isn't nearly far enough. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for listening tonight. And in the meantime, and in between times, this has been another edition of the Cult of Hockey podcast.